What does a law content writer do? In this video, we're going to answer that question. Hi, I'm Josh. I'm the founder of Technical Writer HQ, and I have over 10 years of technical writing experience. This topic today relates to lawyers, the law itself, and search engines, and much more when it comes to distributing legal information. Before we dive into this topic, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up this video, and that way you can keep up to date with all the information that we release about technical writing. And you can get great information from people who have spent years perfecting their craft within this field. Now let's go ahead and jump in. First, it's best to know who is a content writer. So if you're going to understand what a legal content writer is, you have to understand who a content writer is. And a content writer in modern terms is not just merely a writer, but a representative of a company that they work for. Google defines a content writer as a person who creates print and digital content for companies that provide information or showcase the products or services they offer. To develop content that accurately reflects company ideals, content writers often research the material they need to write for each article or product description. When it comes to search engines, the type of writing they do is more keyword focused, because with the right keywords in the content, it has a better chance to rank on top of Google search results for particular search terms. And it's not always for the point of ranking on Google, it's also for maybe just educational purposes. There are many different purposes for content. Now that we know about content writers, we can define law or legal content writers with much ease. Legal writing is actually a specific type of technical writing. As you might have guessed, it's most often used by lawyers, legislators, judges, and other legal professionals to express both legal analysis and legal rights, as well as to express legal duties. A law content writer finds legal pleadings, citations, and white papers to support the creation of legal documents and draft agreements. They may also do this in order to create blog posts and other type of promotional content. Legal documents can range from wills, contracts, and judgments. Your duties may also include writing articles on legal issues or written material on behalf of a law firm. You must adhere to regulations in the industry, whether you are drafting legal documents, educational articles, or attorney profiles. Let's go ahead and take a look at a real life example that may come to your head in terms of who a law content writer is. Your client broke the law, and you as their lawyer fought their case with passion and presented evidence at the right time to win the case. Now you want to show the world how you solved the case of your client, which appeared to be simple, yet was hard to prove. This could be a case study that goes directly to your portfolio on your website. Your website is essentially an online place where people expect to come to and explore your practice. And you need to be able to showcase that you are good at winning cases, you're good at drafting legal documentation, whatever your value proposition is. By mentioning this case here in particular, you ensure people get to read past judgments that went in favor of your clients. They can read the facts of the case online and relate to it in any way that they can. So who's going to write that case for your web audience to read? That's where you'll have to hire the services of a law content writer. And this is just one of their duties. There are plenty of others. They are familiar with the law, legal jargon, and have some past work to show as proof. Here we have a sample of what legal writing looks like. I took this screenshot from an online source. This specific expert talks about the use of black boxes in trucks to improve their safety. Whether it is this or some other case, every law firm needs someone to explain such cases to the public for the awareness of the law itself and the firm's role in observing it. For people who want to enter into this field and write for law firms, your background in law counts a lot in this journey of becoming a distinguished writer. That way you'll be able to convey the learning lessons of each case clearly to the people who should know these rules in the first place in a manner that they understand. Now, here are some tips when it comes to legal writing. Make sure to avoid the would, should, and could in your text. The problem with them is ambiguity. Should means a lot of trouble. It can mean anything from suggesting, recommending to, it may. So one word with lots of different meanings to people. Some may interpret the word should as simply a suggestion. Others may think of it as something else. If you use it, it's like putting a kick me sign on. You can replace it with a word that has a narrower definition. Instead of should, we can use must. See the following sentence. You should clean your room, and then changing that to you must clean your room. The unambiguous option by replacing should with must. And as you can see, it's now much more direct, and the actor knows that they must clean the room. You have two ways to solve would, should, could ambiguity. First, you can eliminate the would, should, could as unnecessary, and two, you can replace with a word that describes a specific condition, such as may, might, can, need, to, recommend, suggest, advise, must, or shall. So these are all better replacements here. There have been large lawsuits that have been lost over the word should in text. Whenever there's any ambiguity in legal text, the burden of proof falls upon the person who wrote it. So is that the legal content writer in this case? And it may very well be, or it could be the person signing off. You want to take the burden out of the text. Plus, you as a writer want communication to be clear and unambiguous, so you don't have to face any of those uncomfortable situations in the future. Please take a moment and pause the video here to look at the image. See how would, should, and could are replaced by better options. Now let's go ahead and look at the reasons why law firms need to hire law content specialists for their practices. So number one, to show their expertise in legal practice. Publication of their lawyers' comments, as well as case studies on specific areas of law, will differentiate their firm from their competitors and establish their firm as an authority in the market. And number two, to increase the level of trust among their potential clients. Their customers want to feel connected to their business before they make a purchase. This is true for companies in any niche, especially in the legal services industry, where problems often affect clients at a deeper level. And three, to build long-term relationships with clients. A Google survey found that 49% of people research their legal issues before hiring a lawyer. If they provide actionable takeaways, the client won't hesitate to approach them with a new query or recommend them to their friends when the need arises. A variety of law content writer careers means you can shine for law practices in many roles. You can be part of the following 6 types of careers in legal writing. So we have number one, which is brief writers. They research and write legal documents such as briefs, memorandums, and motions. And number two, we have legal analysts. Their tasks include summarizing case laws, news, and analyzing industry events. And three, we have legal correspondents. They report and analyze news regarding the legal industry. In other cases, legal writing takes on a less technical form. And four, we have feature writers. They write any legal related articles for publications online and offline. And we have 5 here, web content and copywriters. They provide web copy for law firms, law related websites, and other online publications. And at 6, we have corporate writers. They write for the legal industry on a wide scale, with the scope of their writing covering anything from press releases to brochures and leaflets, to presentations to reports, and even academic material. While describing the course of events in case studies, blog posts, web copies, or articles for your law firm, it's best to avoid phrases that use no and not, particularly when referring to quantity. You want to go ahead and change the negative phrase into a positive one. So no fewer than, say at least. No more than, say at most. This is one simple rule to write with conviction and letting your audience know that you have confidence in what you're saying. A legal content writer who can successfully blend readable, engaging content with SEO knowledge is a key part of your legal content writing plan when you're looking to do marketing. But what exactly sets good legal content writing apart from poor legal content writing? Good legal content writing is customized to its firm's needs. It's unique. It makes use of specific keywords, focuses on the audience, and above all, acts as a part of a firm's branding strategy. Some firms want to portray themselves as aggressive, risk-taking teams of attorneys that will fight hard for their clients. A firm like this needs content that portrays an aggressive brand through its tone. Your legal content writing should also highlight your firm's strengths, such as your professional connections or your history of successful settlements. In short, good legal content writing provides value to its readers. And that's how your law firm can set itself on a course to win against competitor attorney organizations and firms in terms of the number of potential clients and the ability to attract those clients and retain them. Though a law degree might prove advantageous to some employers, a legal content writer instead relies upon well-developed writing skills, as a law degree is rather expensive. So they also need a good grasp of the legal subject at hand and the ability to present often complex ideas in a clear and logical way. Legal writing job responsibilities do vary greatly and as a result come with a wide range of educational requirements. Some employers suggest that candidates have an advanced graduate degree, in law or legal education. Other employers might require a bachelor's degree in English or journalism, and most appreciate experience working in a legal capacity as well as a portfolio of past legal writing samples. So anytime you could show a portfolio of legal writing samples, the chance of you getting hired is much more likely. Please take that one into great consideration because most technical writers often don't have that portfolio. And also getting writing certifications can be very beneficial in standing out. Legal writers must have an excellent grasp of the stylistic and mechanical aspects of writing and the fundamentals of the English grammar and usage. They must be able to express ideas in a clear, organized, concise, and logical manner and meet aggressive deadlines. Legal experience or in-depth knowledge of the legal industry is necessary. Superior research skills and the ability to synthesize, draft, and edit complex information are also important. Some legal writers may be required to identify and interview expert sources as well as come up with unique story ideas or fresh approaches to evergreen topics. Web writers and blog writers should be familiar with HTML, SEO, meta strategy development, keyword research, and online content management systems like WordPress and the many others that are out there. Legal editors must have excellent knowledge of grammar, usage, punctuation, and style, as well as a keen attention to detail and the ability to meet tight deadlines. Knowledge of legal terminology is also essential. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the employment of technical writers is projected to grow 7% from 2019 to 2029, faster than the average for all occupations. The median annual wage for technical writers was $74,650 back in May 2020, with nearly 1 million lawyers in the United States and growing ranks of paralegals, secretaries, and other legal professionals. As web-based publications continue to grow, the demand for writers with web experience and the ability to write for interactive media is also predicted to increase. Now, we have some types of lawyers that you may write for as a legal writer. Let's get to know their names. So we have criminal lawyer, district attorney, a personal injury lawyer, a divorce attorney, a tax lawyer, and a family lawyer. This will give you an idea of where you can specialize in and the type of legal knowledge that would be helpful to learn. Let's talk about the salary of being a content legal writer. According to salary.com, the average content legal writer salary is $47,000, but the salary range typically falls between $38,000 and upwards to $57,877. Now, these range on many different factors depending on who you're working with, your certifications, your knowledge of the industry, and also where you live and the company you're applying for. So there could be tons of different things that go into this factor. And according to Glassdoor, the national average salary for a legal writer is $45,000 per year in the US. And according to PayScale, the average is about $40,236. And there we have it. We just finished discussing the role of a law content writer or legal writer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and like it and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything in the world of technical writing and how to become a great writer. And with that said, I'll see you on some of our following videos, and I wish you the best in your writing career journey. Cheers.